Welcome to my beautiful garden. I'm going to be giving you a tour today. I've been gardening. This is my third year only. I'm going to walk you through how I went from nothing to an oasis. Believe it or not, this started as pure gravel. For years and years and years, pure gravel, just nothing out here. Even when the daycare kids would come out to play, nobody even came out here to play. It was always just the backyard. And so that's where I decided, hey, I'm gonna try being a gardener, and we started with just 2 of these raised, I think they were like $50 for an 8x2 on Amazon. So I bought a couple of those and did tomato plants, and then I was like, wait, I think I can add more. And so I did. On this side we have dahlias in this little square, and I'm not pleased. This was supposed to be a wildflower section, but this half of the house is shaded and this has great sunlight. So this year was my 3rd year gardening, and it was kind of an experiment to see what can I grow on this side that gets less shade than this side. And I'll tell you that wildflowers, just like a packet of wildflowers, you're done, and you're done. However, I am very pleased with how the zinnias did in this square, although they did so well that I think I might make them dahlias next year. This magnificent creature, I don't think you can tell how tall it is. It started off as just a baby. I purchased a little box of plants from my daughter's friend's fundraiser, and this continued to grow all winter. Yeah, magnificent. So I put zinnias all around it, and they look great this year. So I'm gonna ruin it by making them dahlias next year, because it actually does get good sunlight, and my dahlias are my favorite. So I did this dahlia, zinnia. These were supposed to be dahlias, so I'll do a whole video about my first year becoming a dahlia backyard farmer girl. It went okay, but I thought, I didn't know that sometimes they're just like, why is this one amazing, blooming, and then yet Thomas Edison did this. This is a dahlia plant. Put this tuber in the same time I put these ones in. Why is it doing that? And there's, oh no, that one decided to take off that way. It's beautiful. And this one, look at, why are you dying, Tomo? So that was kind of disappointing, but I also had all kinds of success. Look at this beauty. My battery's dying. So the dahlia community is a whole thing, and there are micro flower farmers and all different, like every single variety of dahlia has a name. I purchased like 85 this year and pre-planted them in my house. Yeah, it was a whole thing. I'll tell you all about it another time. Continuing on, we've got Marie's tool thing. And then this bed, I decided to do dahlia seeds. So dahlias can have seeds, and they're really pretty. Really enjoy these, although I would have liked for them to be more full. Looks like we got a zinnia that snuck in there. That's okay. Zinnias do great. Anyone who decides to do flowers for the first time, zinnias are like foolproof. And see, here's a good example. I did those same seeds over here, and look, it's September. Those ones are almost done, and these ones have not begun. So that's a problem. I did sunflowers on both sides. They both did pretty good, but September, so now they're starting to die. But they were beautiful. Really enjoyed those. Marigolds, loved those. These were snapdragons that I actually took out of here and put in the backyard, and then I planted purple coneflowers nary a coneflower has grown. All the snapdragons grew back. No coneflowers. And look at this. This grew here without my permission. Just a random little tomato plant. And then here we have peonies that grow in the summer and they're beautiful. I wish they grew longer than just, or they grew in the spring. I wish they were better spring flowers, but in the springtime they're stunning. I love the little asters. A couple of them popped up last year and I was like, what are those? Realized that they're asters and decided I need a whole bed of those. And now here they grew in September, or they bloomed in September, which is nice because everything else is kind of starting to go away. And these are like a last minute surprise. Love those. So my second year gardening, I decided I would make a path to the end. We've got rhubarb. I made rhubarb jam. That's fun. Tomato plants. Great. And then I replaced my backyard grass with American Meadows lawn cover. So it's like clover and also all these kinds of like tiny little flowers, and different ones grow at different points in the year. You can mow it. It stays green and fluffy, and it doesn't, you can't trample it as well as you can trample grass, but, and I don't like how it's not like growing evenly and it's a little too long. So, but if I mow it, then I don't get the flowers. So I'm gonna let it grow long now, and I'm gonna keep the flowers and see what they do all winter long. Last winter, it stayed green for the parts that were blooming, but it was very patchy because it hadn't grown in all the way yet. Anyway, here's my pumpkin patch. I think it's trying to tell me it's ready for Halloween, because it used to be like big leafy and green and beautiful, and now it looks like that. Sorry. This little circle, so I had brought, last year I brought a carpet out to clean it, and Marie was like, what is that carpet? You should make it a flower bed. So I did. And I bought a hydrangea tree that is absolutely stunning every season except for winter, obviously, but really is cute. And then I put zinnias all over it, which I really like how that looks, but they're hiding a rose bush that I like, and so I need to figure out how to make sure that rose gets more sunshine next year. My goal this year was to finish the path, and I want it to go, oh, okay, so I'm gonna put roses here. Oh, you're not even looking. I bought a bunch of roses at the end of summer, so I haven't planted them yet. But I thought it would be cute to have like a little house in there and then have it covered, but I kind of would like it to be wood that I can attach to a power source, and it's actually a warmer, it can stay warm. So I don't know if an animal would actually use it. But then we've got all of my, I mean, it's a mix of roses and dahlias and hellebores, all kinds of different flowers. But this used to be just arborvitae lining the fence. They all died. And my stepdad, who is a professional expert landscaper, what is it called when they like have a degree? Anyways, he's that. So he helped me carve it out, and then I just took my little axe and pulled up all the grass all the way down and started planting things. So this is the result of 2 seasons worth. So year 1, I didn't even touch my backyard at all. Year 2, which was last summer, I carved this out and planted a few things. And then year 3, I keep filling it up. It keeps growing, and I keep redeciding where I want to move stuff to. And I extended my path. I bought outdoor furniture. I got rid of everything that was along that wall, everything along that wall. Planted dahlias. Next year I'll plant dahlias again there. And oh, I put up market lights so nice and cozy and cute at night. I'll show you later. Yeah. Oh, I planted a couple apple trees. You can just put an apple tree in your backyard. Amazing. Peggy Martin Rose was one of my first purchases. More dahlias. This is Bloomquist Jean. She is known as the Lorax Dahlia because she's kind of goofy looking. Sorry, there's a bug. I bought this pocket vase at a garage sale, and I like to fill her up with some of my... Ooh, what's that? What? We'll just leave that alone for now. Gross. Planted another apple tree. She's looking good. And yeah, just more hydrangea, more dahlias. I got a camellia. I'm kind of obsessed with camellias, except I've killed like 4, but this one's still alive. Very happy about that. Got a little chicken back there. And this is getting overgrown, but there are stepping stones all the way back. And those are all dahlias. And then I took the round carpet idea from that side, and I decided I'm gonna do that on this side too. Look at these beauties. Look at her. Stunning. 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 Yeah, it's a little trampled. See, look. Anyways, there's a stone. Just take my word for it. I also put a climbing rose here. Can't wait to see her. Bought this at a garage sale. And she's really gonna take off next year. Rose. Circle bed. Started off as grass. Took my axe. Cut up the grass. And you can see there's that's where I moved all the snapdragon to. Hydrangea. Hydrangea. Look at this cute little tree. Just hiding in here. Adorable. Beautiful. This is K.A. Mocha Katie. And this is K.A. Mocha Jake. And I used to have kids in the daycare named Katie and Jake, so I thought I'd have to put them together. Ew, what is that? There's bugs on it. Ugh. One mistake I made, well, I didn't stake these up at the right time. There's a spider. Sorry. Sorry about that. I don't do the bugs very well. I'm gonna have to cover this. Another bug. Oh my god. They're literally everywhere. Oh, that's a screen door that I just tore off. Gotta find somewhere to throw it. So my next project, obviously I have to finish my path. I'd like to extend the little patio back here. I'm gonna add a lot more dahlias. In the spring, I planted all these tulips on this side. They looked awesome last spring. So this fall, I think I'm gonna plant more tulips along this side. And I'm also gonna move some of the plants that are on this side, so then you've got like a border of plants and maybe a little bit of the grass clover and then the extended porch. I also want, instead of a sliding glass door, I want like a double French door that opens out into the yard. That's my backyard garden tour. Isn't that fun? Listen, my advice, if you've never gardened but you're like kind of curious, just start with one little garden bed, and if you love it, you'll add another one. You'll just kind of get addicted. It just started off and then it takes on a life of its own. You don't have to do it all at once. You just want to. You just start wanting to do more. And that's what happened with me. So that will happen with you too. And that's it. I hope you liked it. Fill me in. What should I do differently? What have you done that has been successful? I don't, give me any tips and tricks, or I don't know, like really don't know what I'm doing. I just go with the flow. And I love it, but I don't love the bugs.